What a mighty God we serve. What a mighty God we serve. Angels bow before him. Heaven and earth adore him. Good morning, children, and welcome to the morning word. My name is Pastor, Professor, Dr. D. And the D is for dilating your faith in knowledge. Today, we have a talk show special guest, Dr. Cox. Proceed.
Woo!
Give her a hand, please.
Woo!
Amen, Doctor. Tell us about synthetic drugs.
Well, Professor Doctor, synthetic drugs are substances that are produced in a lab that are made to give the same effects as most common illegal drugs. What else do these drugs do? They're almost the same as the structure of regular illegal drugs, but you can purchase them cheaply and, until recently, legally.
Interesting. Very interesting. Continue.
Well, do you want to know how these drugs are produced? Let's find out, shall we?
Yes. Thank you, my sister.
Here's a demonstration for y'all this morning. Yes.
Let me clear this.
Can you see the board? Can you see the board, audience? I need to see the board.
Yes.
Take this equation here. Say this was the chemical structure for the common drug known as cannabis.
You mean weed?
Marijuana.
You mean Mary Jane?
Pot, dope, reefer, whatever you want to call it, Pastor.
Well, don't get mad at me. I'm just trying to widen my knowledge. Continue, my sister.
Respectable. See, this is the chemical for cannabis.
Yes.
What synthetic drug makers will do, they will take the elements, figure out which one gives you the most enhanced high, and change it ever so slightly. I need a new marker.
The devil!
We need a new marker here. Change it ever so slightly here. Adjust this equation here. Transfer this numeral here. And you have synthetic marijuana. Can everyone see that?
Let me highlight that. Mary Jane. Sweet Mary Jane. Do you love me? Do you love me? Amen. Continue, Doctor, Professor.
Now, I have an example of synthetic marijuana for you all this morning.
Amen.
I will go back and get to quickly.
A sweet demonstration. For the Lord.
This, Pastor, is synthetic marijuana. It's very, very dangerous. Let's show the audience here. Yes. You touch the synthetic marijuana, it gets in your system, it can have all kinds of effects. So let's get away from it, Pastor. Let's get away from it. Talk about the effects of marijuana.
I think I wants to touch it. I think I wants.
Pastor, where you at, Pastor?
Oh!
I think the pastor has got the spirit of the Lord in him this morning.
Boy, yeah.
Pastor, come. You need to stop.
It almost took over my body. The devil!
Pastor, are you all right?
I release you.
These synthetic drugs can cause all kinds of effects like heavy sweating, irritability, aggression, and the inability to speak properly.
These drugs mess with my mind.
I think the pastor's acting out what the synthetic drugs can do to you.
Oh boy, the devil.
Very,
I release you.
very,
I release you.
very dangerous. They can come in all kinds of forms like synthetic cannabis or K2 or other names, such as spice.
Yes.
What else can these drugs do? You know, I'm trying to figure it out, but I just don't know.
Let me help you, my sister. It can be taken in excess and can lead to heart attacks and kidney.
Very dangerous, very dangerous. This shouldn't do it. But that's only in excess. Actually, the newer and worse drugs are known as the bath salts.
Yes. We're not talking about Epsom salt. We're talking about the drugs I see on TV that mess with your head, your cranium, your sucker. Continue, doctor.
Yes, Pastor. These drugs were big in the news because they could be purchased anywhere, at malls or local convenience stores or soda shops, everywhere. They had no instructions on them and were very, very dangerous to the common people. Common side effects were paranoia, aggression, seizures, and eventually kidney failure.
It was said that the drug made you see green monsters.
And believe that you could fly.
Doc! Sorry. Breathe. Get thee behind me!
I've never seen you like this, Pastor. The drugs they were very, very dangerous. They could because, you know, there are a lot of balconies out there.
She tried to make a funny guys. So, what they're doing with these drugs, what are they going to do about this in our stores? What?
Well, the drugs like the bath salts go by many names like Vanilla Sky or Ivory Storm. They're illegal now. If you get caught with them, you can it's a public felony and for 90 days in an incarceration facility. I can't pronounce that word, but
you're talking about a LSD or a methamphetamine.
Methamphetamines. LSD and methamphetamines are illegal drugs as well, but they're still on the verge of controlling their production because they're made in labs and can be gotten in the forms of powder or pills. Generic drugs like fake cocaine and marijuana are not punishable by law, so we're really trying to get those drugs under control.
I heard officials are arguing to this day about whether to legalize them or not. What type of thinking is that?
I don't know. But you at home should stay away from these drugs at all costs. Even you, Pastor D.
That's right. Because God can protect you. But if you give the devil an inch, he'll take a mile.
Yes, he will.
If you give him a mile, he'll take a country yard. If you give it to him, he will take it. Don't give it to him, children. Don't. Wow.
I want my shout out.
And I have a special shout out to Miss Alicia Sally.